You're watching T2T Boxing in association with IFL TV and KO Clothing. I'm here joined by Sydney promoter Paul Nasari at the press conference ahead of Saturday night's show at Olympic Park. Thanks for joining us, Paul.
Thanks, Tommy.
The hard work's done now. Everyone's ready. The fights are in a couple of days. How are you feeling ahead of Saturday night?
Feeling good. Pretty much on the age of this big fight. It's probably one of the biggest ones in Sydney for the last 16 months. Feeling good. The hard work's not done yet. That's Tony DiVecchio over there. He's cheering before the fight's over.
Everyone's getting very excited.
Yeah, the hard work's not done yet, but it nearly is. We're nearly there.
Excellent. And so you've packed card, and not, it's been mentioned through some newspapers, online. I've mentioned it a few times. This is one card that we've seen in Australia that you can't pick the winner on each side of the card the whole way through the night, and that makes a big difference. It makes it more exciting. And what's your thinking behind putting on a fight like that, or a show like that?
That's good. Look, I don't want to sound like I'm biased, but mate, that's how I've always matched my cards up. Ever since I started promoting in 2008, I just match them up fairly. I've always done it from day dot.
Absolutely, and it brings out much more excitement. And like I say, this is one of the biggest shows that we've seen in Australia.
It is.
And do you think that's partly why?
Yeah, well, it is. There's some big names on it. They're the next generation of Australian boxing, and it's just a good gig. You just don't know who's going to win. And they're on the verge of cracking at some of these guys on the card.
Yeah, that's it. A few people on the verge of breaking into that sort of international scene. Particularly the Irish lads, Darragh, Paddy, and Gearoid, all ready to maybe make that step up into regional or international sort of fights. Are you looking to maybe step them up on one of your shows and bring some people over to Australia to fight these guys?
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen from one promotion to the next, but I am looking at July 2 at Sydney Olympic Park again. It's probably going to happen, but always got to.
Excellent. And is there anyone else that's not on this card that you're looking at to maybe bring in? I know there's been a few more local fight nights recently.
Yeah, there's quite a few in Sydney that wanted to be on this card, but that wanted to get on. But I've got 9 fights already, and it's about time. They're going to Abbey Centre's going to live stream it. Fox Sports is going to replay it 5 days later, and it's about time Sydney fighters got the exposure they deserve.
Absolutely. And it's something that I think must be frustrating for a lot of fight fans in Australia, is that you see some of these fighters that put in so much work, get very little, and on that note, we look at last weekend. Lucas Bronwe just became world heavyweight champion, and prior to leaving, maybe 1 out of 100 people in a pub would have known who he was. Now he's the heavyweight world champion, things might be slightly differently, and that might change, but kind of reflects, I suppose, someone's on the cusp of becoming world heavyweight champion and not noticed. And I'd like to think that in a couple of years, if Australian boxing takes off, people would know who he was before he got on that plane.
Unbelievable performance on it. I rate him off after he went down, and he came out the next round with his E5 hips. I thought, that's it. But unbelievable. He climbed off the canvas and knocked him out. What a story. And I am going to dedicate this fight on Saturday night to Lucas Bronwe for what he's done. Australian boxing has put him back on the map.
He has indeed. He's a top lad, and as are you, Paul. We'll let you get off. We know you've got a lot to do in the next couple of days. We'll catch up with you tomorrow night at a weigh-in, and until then, wish you all the best.
Thanks a lot, Tommy.
Cheers, Paul. Thanks, mate.